Taylor Swift leaves BC Place Stadium after finishing her first Vancouver concert of her Banana Island 2024 tour on Friday. December 6th, Taylor Swift officially took the stage at BC Place Stadium for her first of 3 Vancouver concerts. However, after the end of the night, Taylor Swift waved to the crowd at BC Place Stadium before leaving behind the stands where thousands of fans had gathered. At the end of the show, to see Taylor Swift leave, they continuously cheered and called out her name as an invitation to the pop star. Taylor Swift took the acoustic set on the first night in Vancouver back to her early years, as additional film crew spotted in BC Place Stadium on Friday captured the singer as she twirled to the microphone. "Welcome to the acoustic set," she beamed to the 60,000 fans, gawking over her purple-blue shimmering dress. The acoustic set is different every night, as she does a selection of songs on the guitar and then on the piano. "I try to think of songs you might want to hear. It's kind of the thing I get kind of nervous about," Swift admitted. She thinks about whether fans will enjoy her choices. For the week preceding the show, on the guitar, she dove into a mashup of her earlier work, playing Haunted from Speak Now Taylor's version and Wonderland from Star 1989 Star Taylor's version. Her final combined sentence from the 2 merged songs was, "Now I'm haunted in Wonderland. Can't turn back now. I'm haunted in Wonderland." On the piano, Swift shifted from upbeat pop songs about heartbreak to motherly nurturing songs. She fused Never Grow Up from Speak Now Taylor's version with The Best Day from Fearless Taylor's version. One line shot through the hearts of every fan in the stadium. "I just realized everything I have is someday going to be gone." The nostalgic lyric in the Time of the Eras tour is Swift admitting this behemoth show filled with memories is going to end this weekend. "I didn't know if you knew, so I'm taking this chance to say that I have the best days with you. Oh, I don't want to grow up. Wish I'd never grown up," she sang. She smiled and nosedived into the stage. After nearly 2 years across 5 continents, Taylor Swift's famed Eras tour is finally coming to a close. The Karma singer kicked off the final 3 shows of the concert series on Friday in front of a capacity crowd in Vancouver's BC Place. During the first part of her 3-hour spectacle, Swift addressed her fans as she sent a strong message to her ever-loyal supporters in Vancouver. For your information, if you probably don't already know, Vancouver is actually the very last city that we will play on the Eras tour. Did you know that? Swift started. And you see, there are reasons for these things. We spent the entire year of 2024 traveling the world. I mean, we were in Australia, went to Asia, spent the entire summer in Europe, back through America, and we thought to ourselves, where have the crowds been so generous, so welcoming, so warm-hearted? Where do they know every single word? And not only do they sing them, but they scream them? Oh, we got to go back to Canada. So here we are in beautiful Vancouver. The multi-Grammy award-winning singer started talking about how her tour has had all sorts of traditions over the past couple of years. She then explained why this particular show was going to be extra special. "This will be the last Friday night that we ever play on the Eras tour, and we intend on making it count," she said. "What about you, Vancouver?" As expected, the crowd responded with deafening cheers after Swift asked them if they were ready for a special spectacle. Swift will perform again on Saturday before her final show on Sunday. After that, she will be able to get some much-needed time for herself and, of course, with her boyfriend, Kansas City Chiefs star Travis Kelce. Swift is celebrating her 35th birthday on December 13th, and according to reports, Kelce is planning to make their celebration extra special. This is despite the fact that the 3-time Super Bowl champion is scheduled to play on Sunday, December 15th, for the Chiefs. Kelce has reportedly already taken this into account, and he is going to make sure that he is able to celebrate with Swift on her birthday. Swift, who's talked about the Eras tour coming to a close for months, shared a humorous message while speaking to the sold-out crowd at BC Place. "This is a little-known fact. Not many people know this. It hasn't been talked about very much. But let me give you some information that you probably don't already know. Vancouver is actually the very last city that we play on the Eras tour," she joked. While fans expected some surprises during the Eras tour's final stop, they were stunned at the new component added to the show on Friday night. For the first time ever, a camera crew joined Swift on stage while she was performing. Fans also noticed drone cameras, a jib, and a cinematic camera mounted on a crane. With an unprecedented amount of camera equipment in place, fans could only come to one conclusion. One fan posted, "It's another documentary." One woman responded, "I'm so excited too. Go see the documentary. If it's streaming, then I'll host a watch party." One Swiftie wrote, "Eras Tour documentary." Cameras have followed Swift backstage at the Eras for months. There's also always cameras on the 14-time Grammy winner when she's at Arrowhead Stadium cheering on her boyfriend, Kansas City Chiefs tight end Travis Kelce. If Swift is planning to release a behind-the-scenes documentary of the Eras Tour and her life on the road, she certainly has a lot of content to pull from. The singer already released a movie version of the Eras Tour, which is available to stream on Disney, and an Eras Tour book, which features 256 pages of photos and anecdotes about the show. Because the movie Taylor Swift, the Eras Tour came out before she released her 11th studio album, The Tortured Poets Department. In April, some fans also speculated a second movie could be in the works. Swift added several songs from T2PD to the Eras show setlist after the album came out, none of which was included in the first film. Swift has been setting music industry milestones and boosting local economies with the Eras Tour. With the last leg of the concert happening in Canada, it's currently a phenomenon that some economists have termed Swiftflation. Swift released her latest Tortured Poets album in May, during Target's first quarter, boosting its sales in its entertainment category by a high single-digit percentage. Taylor Swift continues to dominate music streaming as she became the global top artist of Spotify for the second consecutive year. The pop star achieved more than 26 billion streams in 2024, according to Spotify. The singer's latest album, The Tortured Poets Department, the anthology, also became the top album globally in 2024. Following the massive feat she achieved, Taylor took to social media to express her gratitude to her fans. Top streamed artist and album on Spotify this year. You guys are unbelievable. What an amazing thing to find out going into our last weekend for Eras shows. Thank you, she posted. Fans online were also quick to congratulate Taylor for another big year on Spotify. "So proud of you, Taylor," one fan commented. "The Queen for the second consecutive year," another fan said. Taylor is set to conclude her gigantic Eras tour this weekend in Canada. To mark the final leg of the tour, she recently released a tour book and an anthology of the Tortured Poets Department on vinyl and CD. "This tour has been the most wondrous experience, and I knew I wanted to commemorate the memories we made together in a special way," she said in her previous announcement. Well, two ways actually. Excited to announce that the official Eras tour book, filled with my own personal reflections, never-before-seen behind-the-scenes photos, all the magical memories you guys brought every single night, and the Tortured Poets Department, the anthology on vinyl and CD. According to a report by CNN last year, the Eras Tour is set to become the highest-grossing tour ever, earning $2.2 billion in the U.S. alone, based on Question Pro data. Taylor Swift began the tour in March 2023 in Glendale, Arizona, with each show lasting over 3 hours and featuring songs from different stages of her career, including hits like Cruel Summer, August, Love Story, Look What You Made Me Do, Delicate, You Belong With Me, Lavender Haze, and Anti-Hero, among others.